CF students, I'm so excited that all of you are here tonight because we are starting a brand new series called Not Just a Phase. The truth is that all of us have phases that we have gone through and are going to go through. Some are a little harder to admit than others. When you look up what the definition of phase is, you will find that a phase is a distinct period or a stage in a series of events or a process of change or development. A phase is only going to last for a short amount of time. There is a time limit. There is an ending. But the thing, so many people treat their relationship with Jesus as a phase. They act as though church and Jesus was just something they did back in middle school or even high school. It has an end. In Hebrews 2 verse 1, it says this, "So we must listen very carefully to the truth we have heard, or we may drift away from it." And I believe every student can make their relationship with Jesus more than a phase by remembering these truths. Truth 1, commitment, not feelings. The first truth we have to remind ourselves of is that our relationship with Jesus is not based on our feelings. It's based on our commitment. This is hard to live out. If you're like me, I tend to make judgment and decisions based on everything I'm feeling. I feel a lot of things, but just because I feel them doesn't mean they are true. Our feelings are real. They do not always speak truth. Our relationship with Jesus is not an emotional decision. While maybe you made the decision to have a relationship with Jesus and had an emotional response to his presence and goodness, the decision to follow him is a choice that you make, a decision, a commitment. You see, in John 15 verse 5, it says this, "Yes, I am the vine and you are the branch. Those who remain in me and I in them will produce much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." You see, we have to remain. We have to stay close to Jesus. You see, if we want our faith to last, if we want our relationship with Jesus to be more than a phase, we have to choose to put aside the feelings that we may be feeling and choose to remain committed. Truth 2, yours, not theirs. The second truth we can remember is that our faith and our relationship with Jesus needs to be our own, not somebody else's. You see, it says in 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5, "Examine yourself, see whether you are in the faith, test yourself. Do you not realize that Christ Jesus is in you? Unless, of course, you fail the test." How do we test our faith to make sure it's our own? Well, we can ask ourselves some questions about our faith. Question 1, are we benefiting from someone else's faith? And question 2, what am I doing to strengthen my one-on-one relationship with Jesus? You see, we may have never known that we have had to make our faith our own and have always just done what we are told and assume is good enough for God. However, the truth is that God so deeply wants one-on-one relationship with us. Truth 3, foundational, not compartmentalized. When trying to make our faith not just a phase, we have to change our mindset. You see, faith needs to be the foundation in our minds, not just compartmentalized in our minds. You see, if we put Jesus as the foundation of our lives, we can know that it will have a higher chance of lasting longer than just a phase. Jesus gives us a parable of building a house. He explains how when we use the truth he has given us, we are like a man building a house on the rock. But if we do not make the truth foundational, we are like the man who builds his house on sand. And when the storm came, the house didn't stand. You see, God doesn't want us to only save our faith on Wednesday nights or Sunday mornings, but every day in every area of our lives. Paul writes in Ephesians 2:19, "Consequently, you are no longer foreigners and strangers, but fellow citizens with God's people and also members of his household, built on the foundations of apostles and prophets with Christ Jesus himself as chief cornerstone." You see, God doesn't want you to put him in just one of many compartments of your life, but as a foundation in every compartment. You see, when trying to make a relationship with Jesus not just a phase, we have to remember to make our faith a commitment, make it our own, and make it foundational for it to last longer than just this week or this year, but for the rest of our lives. Because here's the bottom line. Our relationship with Jesus can be more than just a phase when we work to make it last.